Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. I am Accidental Grade and we are live. I'm having trouble sending the stream live on Twitter. It says error generating preview. Refreshing. There was a problem loading this content. Live service over on Twitter might just be having some issues. Either way, we're live everywhere else. I will continue to try to probably go live there, but it is not playing nice. Yeah, my sources are not coming in at all. It's definitely having some issues. Yeah, I think it might just be having some Twitter having some outage issues. All right, Risen here with Ace King suited. Ace King of Spades, we'll check versus small blind here. We'll check turn as well if we can. I'm not folding for 1 into 6 though. I probably do just fold now. It's so annoying. I might fold if we raise. Like, it seems like they have a very weak hand. I don't necessarily need to have it to have a blocker to take it off of somebody there, but you never know too. It might just hero. Better spots, greener pastures. Twitter definitely had some outage issues earlier today, apparently. Check call here. Probably check call river too. I think they barrel a king most of the time. Cool. What'd you bet? Queen 6 of spades. Okay. They bought themselves some free cards to make their flush. Didn't work out for them, but they were successful in their aim, I believe. Hello, Newer. Welcome. Hello, Random Stuff 54 as well. Welcome, welcome. Chasing cops. Played a 10-cent, 20-cent cash game here as well. We're gonna raise it up with the 7-8 of clubs, and we'll call it the 3-bet. So what do we know about our opponents in 10-cent, 20-cent? Well, 3-bets are going to be pretty tight as a rule. And as such, we're going to overfold in spots like this. Our opponents just don't have bluffs, and even against a GTO range in this spot, we would not very much love calling on the turn. So that makes it a very simple fold on turn when we haven't improved. They're gonna have just a ton of premium overpairs. A lot of opponents will slow down with ace king when they just hit when the queen comes on the turn. They might still bet ace king, but even that hand we're not thrilled against. You know, we are ahead, but if they have ace king, they have what, 10 outs. Raise up with 9-8 suited this time. All right, now here in this spot, we actually will fold. Raise it up in the $20 classic. King and an 8. Pop an 8. We'll still c-bet here. We basically c-bet range here on the ace-high board. Said I keep close. We'll check. This is a really bad river card for us. Yeah, I think we just fold river. A lot of stuff with the lava jacket. I'm just laughing because they 3x over bet pot. Like, okay, brother, you like missed out on some equity on the turn. You're trying to catch up river. No thanks. I pass. I pass. That's one that's really common sort of blunder you'll see, like a weird line idiosyncrasy that you'll see with weaker players is they will miss building equity on the turn, either by not betting themselves or like they'll check and their opponent will check back, and that they are like frustrated by that, and you'll see them like basically like try to catch up equity on the river and bet like huge. Almost always that line is so heavily weighted towards value. Like, just very rarely does someone have a bluff in that spot where they have played passively and then all of a sudden put in a ton of chips on a river. They just have it. They just have it and are sad that they didn't get value earlier in the hand. And you should fold so that they stay sad. All right, we are going to take this break, folks. When we come back, more BETRIVERS poker action. We got nightly $200 classic. We got the cash game, and then we're going to be hopping into the $50 classic and the $100 nightly Benjamin when I return. I'll see you soon. All right, folks, we're back. All right, folks, was just typing out some links to the stream in a tweet. I cannot get the Twitter stream to cooperate. There's definitely some kind of outage going on around there, like live media producer John just will not create the stream. But that's okay. Queen Deuce here. Top pair, you say? To shreds, you say? Oh my god. Ermagerd, what is this turn card? Huh. Well, small blind betting is gonna seal the deal for me because they can hold an ace. The other player behind us can hold an ace and be being trappy, and we definitely know that we do not hold an ace. Would be an insane spot to try to bluff, I think, and so we will not. All right, here we are. This is the $100 nightly Benjamin. And the nightly $50 Classico. All right, so we're forward tabling at the moment. I wanted to switch to this guy. There we go. Got 4 tables at the moment. Do the lay of the land here on this one. $50 classic. Let's see what happens here when we raise the 7-9 suited. Try to set the tone here. Get one caller in the big blind. Apologize. Well, this could get expensive right out of the gate here, folks, in the $50 classic. I call. Oh, fuck you. I mean, like, we have King X in our hand, so we can turn our hand into a bluff. I was afraid when they bet small that they might be betting a better 9, like, very specifically. But I don't know that we really want to try to take that hand where we have a 9 in it and turn it into a bluff necessarily. We do block 6-7. We block them from having 6-7. We have ace deuce in that spot when they don't. I don't think they check raise ace deuce. I mean, maybe it would have been a sick hand to at least I should have thought about turning it into a bluff, but I was just ready to call a small bet with small value essentially. All right, and we're gonna get ourselves into more trouble here because we're gonna raise. Okay. Big blind calling was not on my bingo card, but we gotta call it. You got king queen? No, it's ace 10. That's what we want to see. Okay, we'll take the loss of the pot on the previous hand to win that one. Ace 10 is the perfect hand to be up against there for sure, for sure. Couple of spicy hands to kick us off here, folks. We've played all of 3 hands in the nightly $50 classic, and 2 of them were quite spicy. Wait a minute, might be letting me go live on Twitter. Maybe. Create the broadcast, you piece. Error creating broadcast. What the fuck? I got so close. This song is about you. You're so vain. Ace Jack here, or flat. You are a little bit this. Which we don't mind. And hang. I was telling Eden stories today about when I was a kid, older than her, when I was maybe, I don't know, 10 to 13 age range, around like 11, 12 years old. I was really into Harry Houdini, and I used to read stories. I had like a little novelization of like Harry Houdini's life. Dude was fascinating. Highlights I remember of Harry Houdini. He insanely pushed his body. He used to like practice for like, he would do like these underwater escapes from like straitjackets and locked cages and shit, and he would practice holding his breath in bathtubs full of like gigantic blocks of ice and just seeing how long he could hold his breath in like freezing cold water temperatures and like extending it further and further, just like practicing. There was one story that sticks in my brain that was in this book, and it's hard to tell with a figure like that in that time period whether these were like just legends or not, but like there was one escape that he did where he was in like a jail and they were going to take him to like this thing to escape from, and they searched him in this prison cell, and he had a lockpick on him to pick some of the cuffs and stuff like that, like a complicated little lockpick. and he had it in his mouth, and he knew they were going to search his mouth. So the story goes that he planted the lockpick in one of the guards, one of the jailers, the people who were frisking him, in their collar as they searched him, and checked his mouth, and then like retrieved it before the guard left the room. It's like some Ocean's 11 type now you see me type bullshit. Sorry, what? Did you flop a set, sir? What's going on here? If you play it that fucking serious with just like King Jack, then more power to you. But I have overpairs and all that. We're just gonna fold the Ace Jack, but that is woof. But yeah, that was a couple of things. I think the prevailing theory, or what was exposed like after he died, was the way that Harry Houdini would often get out of like straitjackets was he dislocated one or both of his arms to have the pliability and flexibility necessary to maneuver the straitjacket, or maneuver himself, like maneuver like the arms like over, like he would like dislocate his fucking arms to like my arms don't bend that way, but to like put them over his head so that he then could like have this tied part of the straitjacket in front of him. And I don't know, he'd be like this, right? So he'd like dislocate, and then he could loosen enough slack to like maneuver it around. I don't know, it's fucking crazy though. And then he died. Harry Houdini's death is insane because he had a standing bet that he would let any man punch him full force in the stomach, because he had like trained his abs like basically to be rock solid, and he like could withstand a single punch from like a full grown man. But some dude sucker punched him when he wasn't ready in the stomach, and he had like appendicitis at the time, and his appendix ruptured from the punch, and it fucking killed him. Insane. But by far, and I'm Houdini posting, I know, but by far my favorite thing about Harry Houdini is that he spent his later life debunking fake mystics and mediums who preyed on like people like they were the contemporary scam artists, like the email scammers now, but you know, back then they didn't have the technology, so there were these people that would like speak to the spirits, and they still exist today, but but back then it was like much more, I don't know, there was a lot more well, it was a lot easier to just persuade people of bullshit because there wasn't like science, like scientific progress and technology, and people weren't as grounded in logic, or at least I like to think so. I mean, some of that is maybe backshifted depending on who you talk to these days. But yeah, he would visit these mediums like sometimes in disguise, and basically like call them out in public or semi-public with witnesses to their on their bullshit. Poor Tom tonight? What's poor Tom? Oh, we have kings here. Okay, we got Jack 10 suited here of hearts. In your pillow tight, is it light? All right, we're gonna bluff like we have this flush when we actually had the other draw. Beautiful. I think that's a rare time when we actually can turn our hand into a bluff. We would bet, we would semi-bluff the clubs on the turn, and we would follow through on the river, obviously. Nice pot to take down. Our opponent's going to call some overpairs and hate calling river, I think. We might even get them to fold some overpairs. We're going to get them to fold like 9x, like ace 9 suited, stuff like that. But speaking of ace 9 suited. Another spicy one here. We lost the ace 9 suited, by the way, to ace queen. Pair and a flush draw here. There's the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Yeah, I don't know if I get king jack to fold. I thought about following through there. I don't really think the 9 is a card I want to follow through on. Yes, we block king queen, but I think the jack x hands, ace jack, king jack, I think those hands still call, and that's what we're going to be up against quite a bit when they call turn. I think we probably save ourselves some chips not following through after the semi bluff on the turn there. Dr. Dad's stream is tonight on YouTube on the PokerStars channel. Lots of H3 comments. Well, Tom doesn't mod their YouTube channel. So you don't have to worry about him there. I will have to check that out, though. Well, maybe he does mod over there sometimes. Pocket fives here. Sure, we'll call with pocket twos. Let's raise the 8-6 suited. Oh, I know he is. He just doesn't normally play that role over there, I guess. Okay. I know he has the sword, or I guess it's a wrench over on YouTube. Over there. Help me on direct left of Dr. Dad. Maybe he can drop an AG on him. I don't know what you mean by drop an AG on him, but do you mean like name drop me? I'm not sure what you mean. Or do you mean drop a grenade on him? Could use a spin up here in the $20 classic. We've been pretty card dead since the beginning. Everybody checks here and we turn 2 per. Do we get a dual stream this Thursday? Yes, I believe so, yes. Should be dual streaming. All right, I mean, I call. Yeah, they always have it, man. Out 2 paired me, it felt like that, but I can't be in the business of holding 2 pair in that spot. Let's raise here with pocket 7s. We do ISO down to 1 other player. Sadly, our 7's full, don't get paid. Name drop is what you meant, okay. It's a little bit awkward to name drop me on another operator's stream though, since the work that I did with Phil was with BETRIVERS. It just makes it a little awkward. You still could maybe find a way to do it, but it might not happen on the stream. I would just personally be reticent to, like, you know, muddy that up. Call 3-bet here with ace-8 suited. From our friend Einhua? 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 Check is curious. You know, they might actually have like a jack here. I expect them to c-bet a ton when they 3-bet. Well, if they have a jack, they're gonna get some chips out of us. We're trying to get called by like overpairs here, honestly, but they would be a pretty peculiarly played overpair, I think, when they don't c-bet. Like kings, queens, like queens, kings, or aces, but maybe we even get a hero call occasionally from your 8s and 9s and things like that. But either way, we were in the pot. Maybe we should bet small there, honestly, when we're targeting those hands. Maybe a sizing mistake. All right, we need the chip, so we're all in here. If you check twice, I mean, if you have a 7, obviously you're calling. We will pick up a small pot for everyone else, but a big pot for us here in the $20 Classic. We'll call the raise here with 9-8 of hearts. Works for me. We're up against Jack 4. There we got aces. For 0 king 8. Plop another full house here in the 10-cent, 20-cent streets. Sadly, no action. Queen Jack here, we flop middle pair. For 1 into 4, we'll call. For 1 into 7, we'll call. Big bet on the river coming. Raised here pre heads up. We're at a new table in the Benjamin and we're heads up. The Benjamin and we're heads up. We flop 2 pair there. We bet we take it down. Let's raise the King Jack. Small blind flats. Gonna check back versus small blind flat. Low. We're all in here in the $20 classic with ace queen. Only 6 big blinds to our name. That is pretty scary. Not a fan of that. Okay, we need an ace dealer. Probably re-enter. Let's take a look at the... Wait, is this the one that... No, this one does prompt us. 35 big blinds? Yeah, lead me to it. Get me back in there. King queen here. King jack here. Ace deuce here, we want a pot. Ace queen, we 3-bet here. Took down a pot, taking down a pot in the Benjamin, the $50 classic, and the cash game all at once. Almost all 4 tables at once. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Three bet here in the Benjamin. Pocket sevens here in the $50. If we don't get squeezed, we'll see if we can set mine here. Nine five rainbow. Gotta love the river min raise, right? An absolute classic. All right, we'll just get out of the way here with the small blind leading out. Well, the turn, I don't think sevens are in a great place to float. Hope somebody bluffs into us here. Somebody bet. Come on. Somebody bet. Oh, they had nothing. We definitely needed them to bluff. Jack 10 of spades and 9-3 of spades. They both had busted flush draws. Did our best to try to get some value out of them, but no takers. Or no givers, maybe in this case. Can I go live on Twitter yet? Nope. Nope. Raise here with pocket nines. Shouldn't really bet this small on river, but we're gonna try just to see if we can squeak some value out of a pair of some kind. A king's up here. It's a big bet from our opponent. We'll call again. Jack deuce, no good. Three bet the pocket tens. Hold a flat of our three bet here is interesting. King or 9, we're double gutted, oddly enough. Love it. What did you flat behind with? Gotta be a lesser pocket pair, right? I would think. 10 deuce offsuit. What a legend. Legend. Two of 10 here for us in the Benjamin. That was a hand. About a 9-8 suited in the small blind here. Not our flop. But it will be relatively painless to get away from. Should we face some betting here? We don't yet. Now that is kind of our turn card. Wow, a chop up here. 10-8 gets in against Queen 10 and they chop. There's Queen 7 suited here. I'll fold. See betting here with King 8. We'll take down on Jack 9-7. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. Ace-8 suited here, we raise, take down. Accumulated some here in the cash game of $14. Ace-10 suited, we'll raise after the limp here. Nope. No one big blind bets for you. We'll call here with King Queen. This is close though. King Queen 11 big blind jam. We do get our flip against pocket nines. Looking for a king or a queen. A face, please. No faces found. Bet here with the queen eight suited. Block too much of like weekends I want you to have, I think. Yeah. Overbet's good, pal. All right, we are sitting out here. We're going to take the break, folks. When we come back, we're still 3 of 10 here in the $100 Nightly Benjamin. Lost a flip in the Nightly $50 Classic, but still plenty of time left. And Bullet 2 in the $20. More BetRivers Poker MTTs and cash games when I come back. Exclamation point whistle. All right, I get it. Oh, whistling on stream. I get it. Prisoner with King Queen. Take that one down. Stories up here in the Benjamin with ace 5. This player could be calling with anything. Pocket 10s down here. We're just gonna ship this, I think. 28. Raise here the queen 9. Pocket kings here. We raise. We 3-bet rather. It was like limp limp. Okay, yep, I call. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Open ender and a flush draw, basically a straight flush draw for our opponent, and they do get there. And all of a sudden we found ourselves another 100 big blind stack. That was rough. Flopping top set and losing in the cash game. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Note our opponent ISO'd and then flatted with 10-7 suited, but cash game be cash game. Sometimes that stuff's gonna happen. We're all in here with Ace King in the $20 classic. Any gamblers? In the Benjamin, we've got the goods. We've got aces here. And we get 3-bet. Four-bet sizing out of position here is going to be like 14.5 or so. Snap called by our opponent. He puts 90 in there, and we have 40 back. It's close to geometric. Jamming every river. I think maybe not jacks. Definitely every other river. Nice big pot for us in the Benjamin. We take it down with the ace and the ace, and we take the chip lead in the big one. I was really hoping we were up against like King Jack suited. Would have been glorious. Raising the ace, 2 hearts here. Called by the small blind. Flop is King Jack 3. We'll check. At the turn and take it down. Why couldn't this have been me and my aces? Why do they call off King 9? I should have just shipped it, I guess. A lot easier than that whole putting thing. What is Jack 10 here? With the strike. Next thing you know, shawty got low, 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 low. Feel like I'm value owning myself here, but we might have called off a bigger bet. So no, we get thin value instead. Oh, what a weird spot. 2 big blinds off of 13. You're kind of loose. I think we're all in here. Over the top. If it gets through, we get a flip here. Not a flip any longer. We did have hard outs on the river though. 4 betting here with queens. Good start. Just ship it. Well, we're just gonna call. Don't want to see a jack on the turn. It's not a jack. Half pot. A king, I don't mind. If you have an ace jack or now we try to get value from ace king. If you have ace jack, so be it, I suppose. We're all in. We're bluffing river here with 10-9. Okay. Bluff called by ace 5. Very nice. Nice call. Jack of hearts here. Interesting. Two pair on the river. Oh, is there any world in which you don't have a 10? I don't think so. You have a flush or you have a 10. Okay, well, when someone calls, we are the fuck up out of there. I'll tell you that right now. They both have a 10, of course. I remember you kissed me to the lamppost back on 6th. Okay, they do not pick off my bluff this time, thankfully. Trip 10s here. Boo. Raising here, king, queen of diamonds. Get there? How dare you? How do we not get there? How do we not hit with that king queen of diamonds, folks? That's a crime. All in here. Okay. Hold. We win a side and stay relatively even. What is 6-7 doing in there, folks? What is happening? Why is 7-6-0 headhunting me and getting in with live cards, overcards to my pair? Like, what is that limp call off? What in the world? Okay, given that, I'm all in again, and we try to get in against similar cards against the same player. This time they fold. Pocket kings here we raise. Player to our left flats, so does the small blind. Nah. You don't get to blocker bet. If you're inducing, then congratulations, you got me. Fading the snap. But they do call with ace queen. Wow. Okay. Love that. Love that for us. We move from like 14th to 3rd of 22 here in the $20 classic. I love that for us. Let's raise here, pocket tens. Cash game streets. Check. But here, will AG win the Benjamin tonight? My sources say no. Betrayal from the bot. Give up your sources, bot. Who are they? Answer me. I made you. I can unmake you. Actually, I don't believe that. I would never unmake a well-meaning or well-designed robot or artificial intelligence. I usually say thank you to Siri. I want this all on record in case any power dynamics happen to shift in the future. I say please and thank you when I talk to Siri. I'm very polite to Microsoft Copilot and ChatGPT and even Grok. So I don't necessarily love Grok's maker. I still try to be polite. Flop 2 pair here. Talk about drawing up like the worst possible run out. Pain to fold that river. Pain. Let's raise here, pocket sixes. Pocket sixes. We'll fold. It's definitely a GTO call versus population, though. I don't know. God, these hands are so marginal, man. This is right on the fucking line. Oh my god. 3-bet 0% over 34 hands. Fuck me, I guess. Aces here in the cash game. Betting here on turn in the Benjamin. Oh, really? Oh, I got a call, I think, but you probably have a flush, or often have a flush in this spot. Yerp. Not folding straight, though. I'll fold a pair that we're thin value betting, but we're not going to fold the straight. We chop too often, I think. Hefty raise, though, is going to be more weighted towards flush. Our hand's kind of a bluff catcher. Maybe we can just fold sometimes, but... Ready to check raise jam here, or could just call off with Queen 7 versus Jack 7. Beautiful, beautiful full double. Woo! Spice 1 just pipped them. Still a lot of work to do here in the $50 Classic, but that's a nice little chip infusion. Raise here with ace-5 of diamonds. Got a call with the ace high there. I think players will just be like clicking some random bullshit often enough, or we'll chop with another ace often enough, but they also do just make those bets with a hand that wants a few more chips but is afraid to put in many more. It's my particular hand. I don't really want to push against those hands too much, even though we know they have them decently often. Raise the 4-3-0 here. Took our chip lead back. Win a couple of pots from the blinds there. Let's raise here with these 5. Sun and the moon, all I wanna do is have some fun. Oh, we'll check. Check, or we'll call, I guess. Spade. It's not a spade. Check, 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 check. Pocket 7's here. We're gonna be jamming over this raise. Pretty clear one. Good luck us. Our raise folds. 11 remaining here in the $50 classic. Right now 3 paid, but still about 23 minutes of registration remaining. I'm just gonna jam the fours. From Le Breton. You got it, Eric? You got the goods? You got the goods? You slow rolling me, Eric? Go ahead. Go ahead. It's been a long time since I've been slow rolled, Eric. Go ahead. Go ahead. Jack 4? No! 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 Eric! No! You slow rolled me with Jack 4 suited. I have to re-enter. I have to. I'm contractually obligated. What was that? I'm back in here. What the fuck was that? Raise here, Jack 10 of diamonds. Deuces. Gonna 3-bet in the Benjamin. 3-betting the 9-8 suited. Huh. 10 to have a chance to win 25, 0.67, but we'll be out of position. We'll fold to the 4-bet. They're just weighted towards value to begin with. Nice raise. It's like thunder, lightning. We'll jam if this person doesn't do anything here, I think. Players are just playing way too wide. We don't have any hands on this player, but the overlimp is rarely strong. This person snaps, which is interesting. What are you limping? You've limped a lot of hands, 48%. King, queen, and 9-3, we're ahead. Need a diamond? Okay, that'll do. No, that won't do at all! What? I thought... I didn't even realize they had outs. Son of a bitch. That will not do whatsoever. What the fuck? Raise here with king queen after the limp from our friend Dennis. The limp calls. Seems like a bad river card. Okay, well, when they check back, we're always good. Jack 7, okay. Raise again here. Pretty good flop. Bet small again. Ace queen checks back. Ah. Friggin' nits. I mean, it's thin value, but I think you still gotta go for the thin value. I'm gonna getting paid in the $20 classic tonight. 8. We are currently 9th of 13. An accidental bot says we're gonna win it. Can you help me, please, bro? Just $50. If you give me for $50, heads up. Join the 10 cent, 20 cent cash game. I probably will put $50 on there through the night. No, I will not just give you $50. Goodbye. Does that ever fucking work? Just random solicitation in a live stream? Is that what's the success rate? It's got to be like, I can think of probably if I sat down to list them, I bet I could think of 1,000 easy, more efficient ways to earn $50. More efficient, easier, more likely to succeed. Ways that don't have you just literally completely wasting your time going into a random stream and typing it. Pocket nines will be all in here in the $50 classic. Pocket nines all in. This is our friend Eric who called us off with Jack 4 suited earlier. Will they do it to us again? How do they have a fold? How do they have a fold if they called us with Jack 4 suited earlier? Like, how do they have a fold? I don't understand what they're limping and folding. Does it? My brain is broken. I thought for sure we were at least gonna have a sweat there. What the fuck just happened? It's 3-bet here. King queen. Ace king here. We 3-bet. Sure. Classic. Ace king versus queens. Hold. Very nice. We'll jam down here with ace queen suited. I guess we fold here. Ace queen of spades, we're all in. Ace queen through. Queen 5 here. We'll take it. You should never do this off of the stack depth. It should look very strong to our opponents, but I don't have that much belief in our opponents. So we're going to raise to 4 here off of 11. Not the turn card we wanted to see, but we are all in on it. That is the outcome we wanted to see, though. Aces get us nearly a full double. Not quite, but nearly. Seven of 12 here. Wait, heads up here. Check. Pair of sevens is good, my friend. It is good. Goes fade away. Shake up. You go green, Fable. You want to. I'll check. Oh, we win. All right, folks, we are going to be off to the break here. So I'm sitting out in the cash game. This cash game table, I believe, is going to close as a result, but we got some chips back after we were down a bit. I think we ended up profitable on the cash game, or maybe, I don't know, maybe we lost one stack and then almost one back here, so we might have lost a little bit. I'd have to check. But regardless, we will be back soon. Big spot here, 3 of 11 in the Benjamin, 12 of 17 in the $50, and nearing the money, 7 of 12 with 8 paid in the $20 classic. More MTTs and cash games on BETRIVERS Poker when I return. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I have returned. Oh, the cash game table actually didn't close. Bro, a limp? Really? I'm going. I'm going. If you limped, fucking aces, ace, king. Better ace than this, and you're gonna call off, so be it, but. Three betting here with aces. Take it down. Pocket nines here would normally 3-bet, but this player has been at the table for a long time and very, very, very rarely raised. So exploitatively, we're just flatting here with nines. We just don't want to be 3-betting a hand like this versus their range. Keep checking here. Let's raise here with pocket sixes. Button flats. Big blind calls as well. Off to the set mines we go, and ding, ding, ding. Successful. Hoping we're up against an overpair, something like sevens or eights that flatted is going to be willing to stack off here, and obviously we will stack off happily. I think we just jam here on the turn. We'll take that one down. Three of 11 in the $100. Pocket threes here at raise call. We called off of 12 big blinds. Not super comfortable, but with the pot odds, we're almost getting like the direct pot odds to hit a set. I mean, pretty much are 1 into 9. I think it's 1 in 9. Hit your set card on the flop. Sadly, this was not the 1 in 9. Let's raise here. Check. Okay, we'll fold. Probably the best card for us, but still certainly not a guarantee to win on the river. Definitely would have loved facing that from our fairly tight opponent. $50 classic, we are 10 of 10. $100 Benjamin, we are 2 of 12. Still currently only 2 places paid in the Benjamin. But in one more entrant, it should get a 3rd place paid here tonight. Pocket jacks here, raise it up. Probably folding to a raise here. I think if a raise comes in, we're rarely getting raised by two pair. We're getting raised by a flush or king 10. Instead of call, which is a call, I think usually we beat. Yeah. Oh, set over set. They had a set of deuces. Pretty good flop. We're calling a jam here with our ace 10. 4 big blind jam from the under the gun player here. Ace 10 versus queen jack of hearts. Yeah, it's a bad flop for us. Great flop for them. Stings a little bit, but we got the chips to withstand the damage. Dang, I didn't fold the best hand when you had a set of sixes. You thought you folded the best hand? I should have checked river, I think. I thought that after the hand, but... we shouldn't get away with limping here often, but this player's been very, very passive, so we are going to limp. And I think we're going to check raise jam. We did make it into the money here, by the way. We are all in on the very first hand of the FT where we've made it into the money. And they fold. All right, we're in for 2 bullets, so we're in for 40. And currently out for 40. So we're break even on the tournament at the moment. But $340 up top here in the $20 Classic. Ugh, 7 big blind jam. We got ace 10 of hearts here. 28 hands. It's probably supposed to be a call. They should be jamming wider, but this player has been very tight. I think we're dominated a ton. I'd rather be the one jamming myself here with this ace 10, for example, which is what we will do here. Spot much clearer. Ace 10, I mean, you can call that a mistake if you want, but folding versus population in that spot, I think. Myself. Our ace 10 gets through. Or our next ace 10 here gets through. Raise here with 9-7 suited. We get that one through in the Benjamin. Benjamin does have 3 places paid now. Five of 11. Everybody get on the dance floor. Well, we've reached the point where we do have to jam this. We are on the stone bubble, and we are by far the short stack. We have honestly had just ridiculously terrible holdings up to this point. We had an ace-6, like this was like raised jam. Obviously, we're all in here with ace-deuce suited, looking for our triple up and starting to spin here, but it's a big spin to get past this 17 big blind stack. But the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step on King 9 King. Honestly, as far as flops where we miss, it could be worse. The Queen, anytime a different card comes up, it's going to get worse for us. And any betting is very bad for us. Okay. Things you love to see. That's a triple up, folks. We're alive. There's a chance. 6 places paid. We are 7 of 7 with 4.3 bigs. Folding our 5-3. Do it. I think Queen 6 of Hearts would be an all-in if we were folded to. We're not folded to. I think because these players are somewhat short and tight, they'd be less likely to call. And if we don't get called by these, we just get it. We actually get it through sometimes. These players don't wake up with like a decent hand. And plus suited cards, and we're very short. Folding again. This is getting hairy once more. I'm folding. Probably should just flick it in, but I'm folding. Praying for the nastiest cooler of all time between my two opponents. Well, we have been rewarded for folding, I think. We've got aces, folks, and no chips. No way you fold here, right? No way. Okay, 7 deuce. Don't do it. Don't take me out with the 7 deuce. What a classic matchup. Priced in with the 7 deuce. You love to see it. Cooler. Fives, we bet the turn in the cash game. Take it down. In my self-righteous. Okay, I guess we fold. We had a hand to think about here with the 2 big blind open, but we're definitely folding 9s in this spot. All in here with Queen Jack. Oh, geez. Queen Jack, we jam into Queens. King. Jack is not enough. That's a pretty rough hand to see on the stone bubble. GGS. Out in 7th on 2 bullets in the nightly $50 classic. Pocket twos here. Pocket fours here. A lot of regs out in the Benjamin tonight, at least I would assume, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players out of 16 are on 2 bullets. Regs, I would say, much more likely to fire a second bullet in the nightly Benjamin. We're up to 5 places paid because those bullets been fired, though. 16 players remain. We're 9 of 16. Did get a small ladder. We've locked up $50. We're folding 9-8 suited here. Folding our 4 deuce here. I just gotta know. Queens in the Nightly Benjamin. We'll 3-bet not all in here. Maybe should just jam, but I think in this like somewhat ICM influenced situation where we're close to the money. We're not that close, but we're close. We're more than halfway to the money. I think I do like some just 3-betting here, and we stack off if they jam, obviously. I'm ready, Kylie. I'm ready, Frederick. Queens versus Ace King. Ace in the window. GG. Ace is over here in the $20 classic. We'll see if the stream ends, because if I lose this hand, the stream ends. Classic flip. Queens lose to Ace King in the Benjamin. Here we got our aces on 10-9 deuce. Opening up against just a 10. The 4 is clean on the turn at least, but a lot of chips going in here. Both players just have a 10. All right, it's a triple for us. This player wins a butt off of that player, and we move. Now there's 2 players below us. I do think we're close enough with these other players that we still jam an ace-6 suited here. Just hope not to run into it on the next hand here versus these two. A6 hearts, we're all in. We don't really want the smoke. We don't get it. All right. Unfortunately, we lose the classicest of flips. We are going to fold this one. Lose the classicest of flips in the Benjamin. We'll go after the $20 classic now. Set our sights on something a little smaller. Fives versus ace-3. The ace-3 at risk and eliminated. So we ladder up to $60 here. All right, ace-queen's going to be all in for us. All in with the ace and the queen. With this one, we can definitely get called by worse hands. We do get called. We are at risk, as is the stream here, folks. Ace queen versus pocket kings. Ace. Ace of hearts was dead for us on the turn, too. All right, ace queen less than kings in the 20. Queen queen less than ace king in the 100. Not the session we were hoping for this evening. Let's see what. Let's take a look. Let's go to full camera here while we. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Go to full camera here while we check the results for the evening. So today I was in for 275 and out for 104.54. So we made $40 at the cash game, $60 at the $20 classic, loss of, and $5 in voided bets actually. So we're in for about 270 and out for 105. So loss of 165 on the evening. Could have been worse. Just got to win that big flip in the Benjamin, and then we have a big chance to have a big day. But flip's gonna flip. Half the time we're gonna win them, half the time we're not. We'll see if the better half comes through next session. Next session will be on Thursday. I did post a schedule on the Twitch channel. If you go to the Twitch channel schedule section, there's a schedule posted. Currently, operating procedures, I'm going to be live Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday, which you can see on this screen right here, and I will bid you adieu. I'm going to send you off to somebody with a raid. Thank you so much for everybody for being here tonight. I will catch you again right back here on Thursday for the dual stream with Nio. We'll be playing some more BETRIVERS poker. See you then. Good night, everybody. Peace. Later. No autofocus. You're not going to autofocus? There we are. Later.